So I used to think that Skokie was gonna have like a KO bone, some type of really beautiful girl that was like when they call him done. His body is like tall, we don't want a must, he said, because when they need people to tick, that's why people will say people have a good mood. That's like age 25, not in a high school, not in the elementary. Some people are 25, they leave high school when they're 20, age 17. But like sometimes black men, they have to like leave institution because they have too many big muscle. But when it's Skokie, people will say that I thought that it was gonna be red bones, light skinned girls, pretty face bones. So I'm actually gonna get the other side of the roll on the left this time, because my mom will say she sees things coming because she sees how I connect to the economy, because she'll say that, oh, Romy has to go because some people don't think that they could keep a mood. People get cancer. That's why I told my mom I'm a cancer, so I can catch 300 sunlights. Even in this one area, there's already 301 sunlights in one day, not in 3 days, not in 3 years. So if I do 3 different months of different times a year, there's already a lot of different suns where people need to see. An ant can't live anywhere if they see a lion, because he changes the zodiac of the sun. So a lion can tell you what zodiac people are, but I don't do that because I'm a Cancer and shit. So people would be like, hey, but it's like I used to think that was going to be a pretty girl, because people will say that, hey, there's Samantha, hey, there's a red bone light skinned girl. So sometimes when it was the lady from the Truman, they try to identity theft me, because yeah, like Marcus was more lying than me, right? But like people will say that, what about zodiac Cancer and shit? So when I put apple juice, people didn't see that. I could have went for a plum in the middle of my video. I didn't even see a plum nowhere that existed. I couldn't perceive it. So I put it with the basic. Ants. And I put it with the basic bugs and the basic landscapers, and I didn't really get a colorful result of chlorophyll from a different entity of relation to what I thought I was going to see. When I first came to Skokie, I didn't know that there was going to be a lot of people who attack each 7 suns versus each red bone girl that I thought I was going to see when it was 7 years Skokie. After 2019, 5 years Skokie before 2024, age 25 after ages from 2016 is different than 2004 before 2001, 2002, 2020, 23, 2007, 2070. That will be a plum, an ant, a kid, a lion, and a sock. And this color shirt in my mold, because I'm not always aware of what I'm wearing. I'm not always aware of what color is that I wore yesterday, and I'm not always aware of what color I wore last week, or the year when Skokie first existed, or in the middle of 2004 Skokie and 2015 inside of 2020 Zion Olympics. So sometimes when I catch this house, it kind of has 2 stories, and it kind of has like an alto of 1,000 animals and a detail of 1,000 musical notes. So when I come from mom's house, I might be black. I might have been expecting a red bone to be my girl, and I thought the trees was going to have a different than a rat and a mouse. When sometimes animals can affect the mood too, but when people can afford cars, now I see how it goes, because sometimes when people go to the origin of the store, they find different thoughts from working 1,000 miles where they can't get to places and access things where they could get different moods and songs, and they don't get lazy in a house where they don't contribute any money, or they don't contribute any thing that I can't afford. People don't want me to live for free at age 32, 2023, age 2033, yet to come 2004 age, above 20 and 30s, after under teens and 90s. So this one has like a glow on it. I would say it's the end of Cancer, middle of July, end of Sagittarius. It has one name with 7 letters, but it's not 7 zodiacs in 1 month. In between different years of that age would be my head shape, versus my arm shape, versus my color of my shirt, versus my shoulder. That would be in a different box of a return. That would be outside a different entry, a shirt versus the entry, the middle of the walk versus my color shirt, and then the rhombus versus the sunlight, that all in one taxonomy that has everything in the box outside of a terrain of getting a tip. So sometimes when I see a plant, it can mean something completely different. in a different sunlight, then it means in a different week for someone from a different city. Because people over here, they don't get out the city because they have illness, because they're Jewish. But you might see someone outside a box when they come around this area, but they claim that they're getting inside a box from someone else who was already attacking me before Skokie. But I was age 16, 90s before Skokie existed, 2032, 2016, age 16, 2042, yet to come without Skokie, before hardening in any relation of a box that people say is in my video, that they didn't exist at the time they evicted me in the middle of my last video. But I can't take another picture results into an angle of my video thoughts of God.